All right. How about a little after work Pilates? Maybe a little yoga. Not too much yoga, just a little more stretching and breathing and letting that day go. So let's find a comfortable seat. Just landing here. Allow that tailbone to feel heavy. Relaxing through the hips. Length to the spine, lift to the heart, roll the shoulders back a few times. And then just allow them to land. Your hands can be wherever is comfortable. And then just close the eyes. And take a deep inhale through the nose. Long exhale through the mouth as if you're blowing out a candle. Inhale and exhale. And continue a few more in your own time. Feeling those shoulders drop as you exhale. Aligning that neck and head with your upper back. Feel your inhale expanding your whole rib cage. And exhale, just let it go. Open your eyes. Bring your left hand to your right knee. Other arm swings behind you as your second spine, twisting. As you inhale, feel that length. As you exhale, twist. One more time, inhale. And exhale. And release and just go to the other side. So right hand, left knee. Swing that left arm behind you. Sitting up nice and tall with that inhale. Exhale, you twist, looking over that shoulder. Dropping those shoulders. Inhale. And exhale, release. And then just coming onto the back. Bending the knees, feet on the ground, hip distance apart. And just bring the arms up towards the ceiling. As you inhale, feel as if somebody is tugging those fingers towards the ceiling. As you exhale, feel the shoulder blades melting into the mat, turning on those muscles in the upper back. Inhale, a little tug. Exhale, feel those shoulder blades gliding towards each other. One more time, inhale. And exhale. And then just find that middle zone between those two places and just scissor the arms away from each other. Finding a nice rhythm, keeping the ribs connected to the belly so we're not popping out our chest. Breathing. And then bring your arms to goalposts. Open up that chest wall. Maybe the hands can melt down to the ground. As you inhale, bring the forearms together like you're closing a book. As you exhale, open. Inhale, close. Exhale, open. And one more time, inhale. And exhale. And then just float the arms down by your side. And just do some pelvic rocking. So you can put your hands in your hip bones. Just rocking that pelvis so the back flattens on the mat. And then the hip bones go towards the ceiling. The whole time your tailbone is heavy on the ground. And then just find neutral, arms by your side. Feel this connection between your ribs gliding closer to the hip bone, so you're an imprint now. Your tummy should feel nice and tight. Keep that connection. Bring the legs to tabletop. Squeeze the legs together. Take an inhale Exhale, lower both those feet towards the mat. As soon as you feel anything in that low back or tummy sticking out, bring those legs back up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, lowering, squeezing those inner thighs the whole time. Inhale. And last one, exhale. Inhale. And then exhale, float those feet back down to the mat. Bring the heels in a little bit closer, making sure they're hip distance apart. Take an inhale. On your exhale, feel those feet. Squeeze the glutes. Peel one vertebrae at a time up off the mat, hip bones towards the ceiling. Take an inhale at the top. As you exhale, melting back down with control. Try not to have any tension, just having control. Tailbone heavy. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze, peeling up and off. When you think you're at your top, see if you can bring those hips a little higher by really squeezing into those glutes. Wiggle those toes. Inhale. Exhale, melting back down. Good. And then stretch that left leg nice and long. Squeeze that right knee in. And then just a small twist here. So bring that knee over to the side. Right arm to goalpost. Looking over your right fingers. Inhale. And exhale, release. Bring that right leg nice and long. Squeeze that left knee in and breathe. And then we'll bring that left knee over to the right side. Left arm out to a T, looking at those left fingers. Inhale. And exhale, coming on back. Have those feet on the ground. Bend and stretch the legs a few times. Say hello to those hamstrings. And then we're just going to work into some scissors. So find straight for you. Point the toes. Feel this connection between the ribs and the hip bones. Flex on up. Then you're going to scissor the legs away as you catch that chin. And you breathe like so. Keeping space between the chin and the chest. And then you can add a pulse. So it's pulse, 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 pulse. Couple more. One more each side. And then just squeeze those knees into the chest or rock a little side to side. And then bring the legs to tabletop. Make sure you have this nice connection, this imprint, flexing on up. You're going to straighten one leg and catch that other knee with both hands. Then switching. This is the single leg. And then find your breath. So it's one more each side. Pause in tabletop. Bring your hands behind your head. See your elbows. Same thing with the legs, but now think armpit to knee. Armpit to knee. And breathe. Couple more. Almost there. Next two, go really slow. And relax. Squeeze those knees into your chest. Take a little breath. If it feels good, you'll rock a little side to side. You're going to turn over onto your stomach. Your legs are going to be hip distance apart and the feet a little turned out. So the toes are pointing towards the mat, or the corners of the mat. Your hands are going to come by your side, touching your thighs. Bring your cheek to the mat, maybe the one where you can see me. Wiggle that pelvis a little bit. Then engage the glutes. Imagine there's an ice cube under your belly button. And then you're going to inhale, turn your head to look at your mat. Hover your arms, reach your fingers for your toes. Feel that shoulder blades coming towards each other. Inhale. Exhale, relax, opposite cheek to the mat, round those shoulders. Inhale here. Exhale to hover your head, look at the mat, reach fingers for toes. Check that you're using those glutes. Head is in line with the spine. Drop the shoulders from the ears. Inhale. Exhale. Cheek to the mat, shoulders round. Take an inhale here. Exhale, hover to look at the mat. Reach, reach, reach. So your head and your toes opposite directions. Remember that little ice cube under that belly button. Inhale, reach. And then exhale, release, opposite cheek to the mat. And then you're going to press yourself into a child's pose. So before you just fold into it, sit your heels back. And think of the spine lengthening nice and long. Stretch the arms, spread the fingers, then fold. Maybe the forehead rests on the mat. While you're here, take a deep inhale. Feel in the back of your ribs. Exhale it all out. One more time, inhale. And then use that exhale to float yourself up to a tabletop position. So spread the fingers. Knees are right under the hips, wrists right under the shoulders. And then you're going to reach your right arm long. Look right at your mat and then reach your left leg long. Inhale, reach, reach, reach. And then exhale, squeeze knee to elbow, scooping that belly. Inhale, reach. Exhale, scoop. Inhale, reach. We're going to switch it up here. Then bring your right arm out to a T as the left leg comes out to the side. Inhale, long and center. Exhale, reach that right arm out, left leg out. Inhale, center. One more time. Inhale, center. And release that hand and knee. Left arm long, right leg long, looking right at that mat. Inhale, stretch, stretch, stretch. And then exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, stretching long. Exhale, we tuck. Inhale, long. And then with this exhale, left arm out to a T as right leg comes out. Inhale to the center. Exhale, out. One more time. Inhale, nice and long. Exhale, left arm out, right leg out. Inhale, center, and release, and give yourself a nice child's pose. Again, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Nice deep inhale. Long exhale. And with your next exhale, you're going to ride back up to that tabletop position and just do a few cat-cows. So you're going to inhale, lift that heart. Exhale, tucking. Head is heavy. Inhale, lift that heart. Exhale, we tuck. One more time, lift that heart as you inhale. Exhale, we tuck. And then I want you to stay in this tuck. Imagine somebody is poking you in the belly. Release any tension in that head. And then just do some small hip circles, staying in that tuck. Breathing. And then go the other way. And then just find your neutral spine. Sit back on the heels, coming up to a seat. Just bringing those legs out in front of you. And then have a nice wide angle with the legs. We're gonna do the half roll back. So you start up nice and tall, arms out parallel. You're gonna inhale here. Exhale, squeeze the glutes. Bring a curve to the spine as you roll halfway back. Drop those shoulders. You're gonna inhale, raise the arms to the ceiling. Exhale, the arms come back parallel as you roll over an imaginary beach ball. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze, roll back. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale, parallel. And roll over that beach ball. One more. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze, rolling back, shoulders down. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale, parallel, rolling over that beach ball. Switching it up here. So inhale, exhale, squeeze, roll back. Now hold on to an imaginary oar. Keep those glutes engaged, and you're just slowly rowing to each side. Use that exhale as you twist. Couple more. One more each side. Bring those arms out parallel. Roll over that beach ball. Hands to shin. Take a resting breath. Bring the legs out. I'm going to face you just a little bit apart. Your hands inside. Tall spine. If it feels good, you can always take a pillow and sit on it to help release the hips a little bit more. Feel energy coming out of those toes and heels. Tall spine. You're going to inhale. Bringing that chin towards the chest. Walking those hands out. Your back is curved here. Take an inhale. Exhale. Walk the fingers back. Stack that spine. Inhale. Chin to chest. Exhale. Walk the hands out. Stay here for an inhale. Exhale, walk it back. Stack that spine. One more. Inhale. Dropping that chin. Exhaling it out as you walk those fingers out. Big breath here. Inhale. Exhale, walk it back. And relax. Good. We're going to return back to our tabletop position, doing a little core and plank series. So you're going to start with your knees together and then tuck the toes. Spread those fingers. Take an inhale. Stare again right at that mat. As you exhale, you're going to hover the knees about 2 inches. Hold it. And then return the knees back down. Now with the hands, imagine you're pulling the mat apart. Hold that engagement. Then hover the knees, hold it, and then lower them down. Couple more. Inhale, exhale, hover, holding it, and bring the knees down. Remember to imagine, pull that mat apart. Inhale, exhale, hover, hold it, and then come on down. Coming to your forearms, you're going to clasp those fists together. Your elbows will be right under the shoulders. You're going to bring those legs nice and long and a little bit apart, maybe like 4 inches. Find your plank, hold it. Feel the shoulder blades come together. Push the hands into the mat. Just holding this, or challenge, lift one leg a couple inches. Bring that down. Lift the other. Bring that down. Try one more on each side. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. And let's do one more actually. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Drop the knees, untuck the toes, come down to the belly for the full breaststroke. So legs are hip distance apart, toes a little turned out, arms are at a nice W shape. You're staring right at the mat, it's hovering. Wiggle that pelvis, engage the glutes. Ice cube under that belly button. You're going to inhale, dive those hands forward. As you exhale, sweep them around and reach for those toes. Inhale, dive. Exhale, reach. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Couple more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, dive forward. Exhale, reach, reach, reach. Feel those glutes. One more time. Inhale, exhale, reach, glutes, shoulders away from the ears, shoulder blades coming to each other. Inhale, and then exhale. Bring one hand on top of the other. This is your pillow for your forehead. Your knees are coming wider than your mat and your heels are together. Heels squeezed prone. So you just rest your head down on the mat. You're going to take an inhale, and then as you exhale, squeeze the heels together, squeeze the glutes together. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze those heels, squeeze the glutes together. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze. Keep this going. If your back feels good today, when you squeeze the heels and the glutes, you can also lift those thighs up, not even an inch. Inhale, return. If you feel that in your back, just continue with the squeeze and release. Use that exhale as you squeeze. 2 more. Last one. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Inhale, exhale, release. Turn onto your side. You're going to just cradle this head in your arm. And your body is in one nice long line. Then your top leg is just lifting the pointed toe, flexing as it comes down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Breathing. Think that your leg is creating length as well as it's lifting. Notice what your top shoulder is doing. I just caught mine creeping up to my ear, so I noticed that and I just dropped it back down. Good. One more. Lift, lower, and bring that top leg hip height, point the toe, tiny circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep the top leg lifted, flex that foot, and flex the bottom foot. The bottom leg is going to touch the top leg 10 times. Trying to keep that torso nice and stable. Use that exhale as it lifts up to touch. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Relax both those legs down. Bend the knees to bring them in front of your body. You're going to bring that top leg up. It's parallel to the bottom. Flex both the feet. Then you're just lifting that leg a few inches, lowering it a few inches. Put your hand on your waist. You're not opening and closing the hips. You're just lifting and lowering. You should be feeling this at this point. If you're not, see if you can slow it down and have a smaller range of motion. Last 2. Last one. And then you're going to keep that leg open. Now open the hip. Then doing little knee circles. Slow it down. Go the other way. Find your breath. And then relax. We're gonna stretch that leg out before we move to the other side. So come on your back, bring that ankle over that top leg and then pull that into your chest. You can also push this knee away. Take a couple long deep breaths here. Inhale and exhale, release. And just turn to your side to lift yourself up, bringing your head to the other side of your mat for the other side. So you're going to cradle your head in your arm, long body. This hand is your tripod, shoulder down. And the top leg is lifting and lowering, pointing, relaxing. Trying to keep that torso nice and stable. Lengthening that leg out as if someone is pulling it away from your body. A few more. Lift, lower, point, flex. Last one. Lift, lower, then bring that top leg hip height and point the toe. Tiny little circles. We forgot to count, but we're going to 10. Go the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Relax. Both the feet flex, top leg hip height, bottom leg's going to touch it 10 times. Take an inhale. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Relax them down, bend those knees in front of your body. Lift your top leg, flex the feet, lift that knee, lower that knee. Hold that waist so you don't get that hip too involved. We're going to slow it down. It's harder when it's slower. A few more. One more time. Lift, lower, then lift. Open that hip a little knee circles. Nice and slow. And then go the other way. And then relax. Turn on the back. Stretch out that leg. Cross that ankle over your thigh. Pull it into your body. And breathe. Inhale and exhale, release. And just bring the arms out to a T. Drop those knees over to one side. And then lift up the hip that's on the mat. Lift it up and back to the middle just a little bit. Then look the opposite way of your knees. Deep breaths. On your next exhale, use that to come back center. Line up that spine first. Then drop the knees the opposite way. Lift that bottom hip up and back to the middle. Look the opposite way of your knees and breathe. And then coming onto your back, squeeze those knees in, rock a little side to side. And you're going to find happy baby. So you're going to hold the outsides of the feet, knees are wide, and you're just massaging that lower back on the mat, rocking back and forth. And then from here, you're going to find just either legs at 90 degrees, just a reverse position. If you practice shoulder stance, you can go ahead and move into that. You would use those arms to help you lift up, hold onto those hips, make sure there's no weight in your neck. Looking at those toes. Deep breaths. If you're in shoulder stance, you can start to find plow. If your feet are just at 90 degrees, just keep them there. And then all together, wherever your legs are, you're going to start lowering them down. If you feel anything in the low back, just bend the knees in. And then coming on down. And just bring those knees bent. You're going to bring one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. And we're just going to end with some nice breath. So I want your arms to be relaxed. So your hands might need to slide over. And they're just generally on the heart and the belly. As you inhale, imagine it's coming in through the belly. Exhaling it through the heart. Inhale through the belly. Exhale through the heart. And just going the other way now, just notice what feels better to you. So you're going to inhale through the heart. Exhale through the belly. Inhale through the heart. And exhale through the belly. Do a couple more in your own time. Melting those shoulders, relaxing the feet, the tailbone. And then with your next exhale, you're just going to release to your side. Bring this arm under you to push yourself up. Coming to a seat, just feeling that equilibrium. Tailbone heavy, shoulders relaxed. Close the eyes. Feel your body. Feel that energy just pulsating through. Slowing your breath down. Relaxing your muscles. And then we're going to take one deep cleansing breath together. So when you inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, the arms come down as the hands come to your heart, together in prayer. And give yourself thanks for this practice, for time to give yourself a little attention, a little love, and some good health and benefits through movement and breath. Inhale into that and exhale. Thank you all so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day or evening wherever you find yourself right now. Namaste.